Have you ever sensed her drifting, yet when you mention it, she twists the narrative so deftly you doubt your sanity? That's beyond mere misunderstanding, cunning control. Ignore it, and the toll is savage. Squandered time, shattered self-assurance, eroded faith that might never mend. Fact is, prior to infidelity, many women deploy identical mental ploys. They appear benign, even sophisticated, but they're engineered to foster detachment as she readies her departure. In this video, I'll detail the 4 precise deceptions you need to identify, since catching them soon could spare your spirit or doom you to self-loss. As a psychologist and dating mentor who's devoted years aiding men stunned by disloyalty, I assure you these falsehoods aren't haphazard. They adhere to a consistent blueprint I've encountered repeatedly in confidential consultations. Before we delve deeper, ensure you subscribe, like this video, and post in the comments the instant you sensed discord. Your anecdote might aid another guy piece it together. Now, let's proceed. Because the initial falsehood women utter seems innocuous, but it's the root that blossoms into treason. I'm simply not feeling it lately. Number 1. I'm simply not feeling it lately. Gentlemen, let's cut straight. This ranks as the top deception women wield just before straying. It succeeds because it rings so plausibly logical. Fatigue strikes all. Jobs overwhelm. Tensions mount. Cycles fluctuate. Who hasn't felt depleted and uninterested? You absorb this and your reflexes urge empathy, support, dismissal. But here's the unvarnished reality most women withhold when she's devoted. Pressures don't repel her, they draw her nearer. Exhausted, she still yearns your embrace. Perhaps not fervent nights, but intimacy, solace, security in her trusted partner for days on end. Authentic affection doesn't halt bodily warmth, that pursues it amid weariness. So when she abruptly rejects your touch, no fire for extended periods, recoils from your palm on her spine, views even minor nearness as onerous, that's not fatigue, that's rerouting. Her form didn't cease craving connection, it ceased craving yours. And here's the harsh mindset at play. As she emotionally commits elsewhere, her physique responds. Closeness with you begins evoking guilt, not toward you, but him. The fresh suitor turns her core focus, rendering you the barrier. Contacting you seems improper, tainted, revolting. She's safeguarding the nascent link externally. Hence the bizarre paradox. With you, she's overwhelmed. Globally, she's revitalized. Fresh exercises, attire, prolonged primping, since dormant for ages. She's grooming, snapping photos, acquiring undergarments, yet perpetually uninterested regarding you. No accident, it's desire relocation. Let me illustrate vividly. Alex, a 42-year-old tech consultant, approached me crushed. His partner of 4 years grew remote for months. Each advance met, I'm not feeling it, job's exhausting me. Alex accepted, citing overtime demands timelines. Yet anomalies emerged. She hit the fitness center daily at dawn, unused in eons. New outfits, form-fitting gowns, stilettos, premium cosmetics. Social media brimmed with bold portraits. Privately, she shunned even embraces. Alex grasped the agony. She wasn't uninterested. She was uninterested in him. That's the trend to monitor. Her lips claim drained, but deeds shout thrilled. Just not for you. And unchecked, you'll fritter seasons rationalizing a lady already mentally departed. I'm not advising alarm at one rebuffly intervenes. Weariness, ailments, strains exist. But if she persistently retreats from you while channeling vigor into looks, health, outings awaken. That's no drought, it's intimacy diversion. Men, you can't overlook this, or you'll spend eras excusing a woman fulfilling needs elsewhere. Most guys are thinking forbearance resolves it more aid comprehension, flexibility to recapture her. Mistaken. Once her essence and form relocate, no sympathy reignites her longing. So, response. Skip debates. Please judgments. Monitor, contrast her apathy toward you with her zest for all else. Pose the tough query. Truly stress or desire evaporated? Truth, the ideal woman tires, but never too much for your nearness. She nestle, beam at contact. Seek your aura. If that fades as her worldly drive surges, you know the score. Not all avoiding closeness cheats sometimes genuine burdens. But paired with abrupt self-upgrade, it's no innocent sits alert. I need to prioritize myself now. Number 2, I need to prioritize myself now. Initially, this echoes the pinnacle of wisdom from a mate who opposes a lady nurturing her psyche, self-improving, evolving. You catch this and likely swell with admiration. At last, she's introspecting, mending, advancing. This benefits us. But, gents, the stark fact, when a woman genuinely seeks progress within a solid bond, she incorporates you. She divulges insights, invites your participation, discusses bonds, then inquires yours, absorbs boundary texts, and proposes. Let's apply this jointly. True advancement in romance collaborates, unites when she abruptly demands solo self-focus, rebuffs your inclusion bids, views your involvement as hindrance. That's not nurture, it's detachment. It's crafting a self-version excluding you, so upon straying, she rationalizes outgrowing the union. And the vicious spin. She induces guilt for desiring involvement labels, you domineering, unsupportive, impeding. She recasts your innate connection urge as disregard for her autonomy. Essentially, she arms self-evolution against you. Ground this realistically. Brian, a 47-year-old mechanic shop owner, recounted his tale. His girlfriend began on inner healing, authentic discovery. Brian backed it fully, funding retreats she craved. Then the change, each event solo, every reflection secluded. She withheld learnings. When Brian proposed reading for dialogue, she lashed, "This is my path, not shared." Each query drew suffocation charges. Meanwhile, her focus entailed frequent trips, late gatherings, sans invite, endless digital chats with unseen pals. Brian discerned She wasn't mending their tie, she was forging space to excuse betrayal. Gents, the blueprint. Self-effort, barring you, isn't self-effort, it's getaway plan. Legit development. I'm uncovering self-aspects to share. Phony, space needed. You obstruct, differentiate. Watch if growth converges or repels. Includes discoveries or mandates your absence. Authentic fortifies love. Bogus eases treason. And here's the blind side for most. Her verbiage rings exalted mending, limits, core self, genuineness, potent barriers making you selfish for probing, self-doubting for inclusion, precisely intended. If inclusion guilt-tripped, she's inverted the tale. Gents, clarify. A devoted woman never deems you growth barrier, she integrates you. If she portrays your affection as impediment, she's not repairing, she's prepping exit. Certainly, self-advancement can be sincere, many women mean it. But when journeys perpetually sideline you, that's not Carit's prelude to bolting. I need to prioritize myself now. You're acting too domineering. Number 3. You're acting too domineering. This ranks among the shrewdest diversions women employ, instantly seeding out. You pose a fair inquiry, where last evening or who dined. Abruptly, your villain rather than reply, she inverts. Focus shifts from her conduct to your alleged paranoia, patriarchal toxicity, overbearing traits. Gents, heed well, with nil to conceal. Her reflex to queries is lucidity, not conflict. She clarifies, comforts, details, unprompted, openness, natural in veracity, but secreting, each probe mimics grilling. Responses hazard revelation, so no response assaults. Frames your interest as mistreatment, prompts sanity questioning for fundamental relational wants. Demonstrate the unfold. Karl, a 53-year-old eatery overseer, described his partner at 1 EV. He spied late messaging, screen shielded casually. Who's texting now? No aggression, mere interest. Her eruption, always monitoring, so territorially can't respire. Insecure, overbearing, poisonous. Minutes later, Karl apologized for queering. He exited convinced of wrongdoing when merely seeking normalcy. Subsequently, discovered her cultivating co-worker Tizer exact texter. Onslaught calculated, not spontaneous. Key gents. Truth exposure threatened. Offense, optimal defense. Assaulting redirects glare from her deeds to your purported defects. Unwary, you'll expend seasons atoning for honesty quests. Fairness note. Some men genuinely dominating codes, tracking, friend policing isn't love, it's fear. But irrelevant here we address basic queries any sound duo navigates. Where? New acquaintance, late returns, not dominance concern, loyal woman, unthreatened, perhaps grateful for carrot splay, but hiding one treats queries as assault. Alert if clarity bids yield character assaults sans answers, you're not domineering, you're manipulated. Peril. Accusations reprogram you hesitate. Queries. Self-label insecure or overbearing. Precisely desired mute instincts as she proceeds freely. Gents recall. Queries foster trust. charges demolish. If basic asks guilt you, that's her exposure fear, not your flaw. Shun snare, don't villainize for truth-seeking. Devoted woman meets curiosity openly. If queries prompt apologies, it's not your dominance, is her vulnerability. Not all pushback conceals, but reasonable worries flipped to character hits isn't candor, it's evasion. I desire mutual candor. Number 4, I desire mutual candor between us. Superficially ideal candor every guy craves, right? At last, transparency, readiness, genuine dialogue. You absorb and assume resolution. But deception, she's not soliciting candors, she's staging partial candor. She probes your existence, history, frailties deeply while meticulously editing hers. Mimics openness, actually dominance. Mechanics. Post-candor pledge, she grows inquisitive about youth scars, remorse, blunders, past loves, fears, low points. You disclose, deeming intimacy. But reciprocate query, new colleague, recent aloofness, phone guarding tone alters, you're grilling. Thought we skipped dominance. Trust lack accusation. Essentially leverages your candor craving against you. Exemplify. Dan, a 51-year-old insurer, detailed his girlfriend. She craved his all initial shatter aging dreads. College gaffes claimed closeness. Don honorable. Revealed. But simple asks post-work outing or view upsetting texts. Dodged, diverted, accused, over-suspicious. Why distrust? I share loads, you demand extra. See ploy. Framed selective exchange as profound bond. Made Dan unreasonable for equivalent openness she extracted, while Dan soul-bared, she concealed pivotal, budding other man link. Selective candors, vicious brilliance, supplies sufficient verity to pacify, veiling alarm triggers, feeds transparency bits, so full requests guilt you. Gents, authentic candor reciprocal flows bidirectionally, not teeth-pulling, guilt-free, builds security. Selective breeds bewilderment. Alert, open on flattering or sympathy winners, but clams on conduct. Not exposure tactic, prolonged buy-in grants her edge. Your vulnerabilities learned, hers obscured, truth emergence. She's narrative rewritten favorably. Shun polished candor foolery, monitor execution. Secures all crazies, you for more. Latter, not candor manipulation. Gents, heed ideal woman, doesn't ration truth, guilt you for transparency, arm candor as secretive veil, makes truth visible, not elusive, authentic mutual, not partial, shares minor but evades major. Not openness scheme in secrecy, nearly always signals disloyalty. I desire mutual candor, the essential directive. Now, the singular action upon detecting these deceptions, pivotal, genso attend, debate, demand, sleuth, own bond, but that immerses you in her construct. Pursuit amplifies insecurity perception, debates fuel excuses, while verbal sparring, she's action proving elsewhere. Thus, essential directive, skip arguments, pursuits, monitor, deeds never deceive, practical roster, deception by deception. Not feeling it. Skip fights watch. Seeks minor intimacies. Snuggles, clasps, moments or total retreat amid external self-investment. Contrast informs prioritize self. Skip inclusion, please. Growth converges or distances. Shares path or solo mandates. Your presence burdensome. Laboo includes mate. Phony excludes. 2. Domineering. Skip defenses query, unreasonable asks or caring basics. Latter with attacks. Not your dominance her cover need. Mutual candor. Skip promise sweep watch. Bidirectional flow. Gives transparency as demanded or solo interrogation while curating. Protection method. Retreat, pattern watch. Let conduct unveiled truth. No verbal exposures, self-reveals via deeds. Crucial, instinct trust. Gut isn't fear, it's intel. Subconscious flags, tone shifts, vibes. Micros conscious misses. Words logical but chest weighted. Trust gesture alert blaring. Recall, ideal woman skips sleuthny disses honesty, not hinders. Eases love, not confounds. Constant spins, not love control. So skip debates. Please logicalize, retreat, monitor, gut trust, instincts, rescue, pre-words. Wrapping this up, we've dissected 4 prevalent deceptions women voice pre-boundary cross. 1. Not feeling it, not stressed, desire shift from you. 2. Self-prioritize, not growth, calculated spacing as development. 3. 2. Domineering, not insecurity. Your questions deflected. 4. Mutual candor, not transparency, partial to scrap feed, while core hiding if one takeaway. Ideal woman skips detective rolled, doesn't madness you for basics, punish closeness, excuse hide via growth, candor limits, eases love visibility, not proof impossibility. Gents, your strength, not argument twin, plea win watch when gut trust, action walk, when deeds outshout words. Time, heart, mind, safeguard. If clarity gained, act like now for others' awakening. Subscribe weekly unmasked truths. Comment watch City Global Men same struggles, your companioned. Share with needing kin. Manipulation flourishes quiet. Truth proliferates via your voice. Share embodiment. Shun shadows. Stay vigilant. Stay astute. Never let confusion masquerade affection.